A violent motorcycle gang stormed into the bar, starting to harass the bartender. Without hesitation, the bar owner ordered them to be detained, quickly took control of the situation, and taught the unruly guests a memorable lesson. The film opens in 1960 in the Bronx, where a working-class Italian-American community resides. Lorenzo, a devoted father, works as a bus driver to provide for his wife, Rosina, and their 9-year-old son, Calogero. Calogero, with the curious nature of a young child, becomes intrigued by the mysterious and dangerous mafia world that exists right in his own neighborhood. One day, when Lorenzo steps out, Calogero sneaks into a bar controlled by the mafia. There he witnesses Sonny, a powerful mob boss, and his crew gathered together, marking a pivotal moment in his life. Calogero continues to describe the familiar faces inside the bar. Although the place is owned by Tony Tupi, everyone knows that the real power lies with Sonny, a powerful mob boss. Jimmy whispers Sonny's right-hand man has a quiet and reserved nature but is just as formidable. Suddenly, Calogero's mother appears, pulls him out of the bar, and sternly scolds him for his reckless behavior. When Lorenzo returns home after work, he continues to reprimand his son, stressing that he must stay away from places like that. Lorenzo hopes his son will lead an honest life, unlike the gangsters. The next morning, Calogero, along with his two friends, Slick and Mario, curiously mimicked the behavior of Sonny's group as they watched an argument unfold on the street. Slick, who had a short temper, suddenly became enraged when a bus full of black passengers drove by. Despite Calogero's attempts to intervene, Slick chased after the bus, shouting racist insults. Witnessing the scene, Lorenzo became deeply worried. He immediately called Calogero home, fearing his son might get caught up in such wrongful behavior. Meanwhile, Calogero witnesses a tense fight between Sonny's group and a rival gang. As the situation spirals out of control, Sonny suddenly pulls out a gun and ends the life of one of the attackers. Realizing the imminent danger, Lorenzo quickly pulls Calogero away from the scene and takes him to safety. Soon after, the police arrive and begin investigating the incident. They approach Lorenzo, hoping that Calogero, being so close to the scene, can identify the shooter. During the identification process, Calogero insists that he did not see Sonny fire the gun and does not recognize anyone in the group. He then seeks validation from his father. Lorenzo, although disapproving, acknowledges that Calogero's actions were kind, even if they were in defense of a dangerous person. The next morning, as Lorenzo takes Calogero to school, he suddenly notices a knowing nod from Sonny, a gesture of acknowledgement and appreciation. Sonny's close associate steps onto the bus, expressing admiration for Calogero's loyalty. He offers Lorenzo a lucrative job, but Lorenzo bluntly declines, adamantly refusing to get involved in any illegal activities. The next day, while Calogero is tinkering with his bicycle, one of Sonny's men unexpectedly appears and takes him to the bar. Noticing the boy's quickness and potential, Sonny decides to hire Calogero to work behind the bar. There, Calogero quickly catches the attention of the customers and earns generous tips, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his life. During one of Sonny's gambling sessions, he gestures for Calogero to join in. With a stroke of luck, Calogero wins 11 times in a row, bringing in a large sum of money for Sonny. Impressed by this achievement, Sonny rewards Calogero with a generous tip and affectionately gives him the nickname C. From then on, Sonny begins to treat C like his own son. As rumors of the close bond between C and Sonny spread, Calogero notices a noticeable shift in the way the neighbors treat him. He starts receiving respectful and even cautious glances from those around him, as if his position in the community has been elevated. One day, when C stopped by the fruit stand, the vendor kindly gave him a box of cherries, refusing to accept payment. He explained that Sonny had instructed him to take good care of C. Not long after, Lorenzo and Rosina discovered the large sum of money that C had accumulated and questioned its source. Upon learning about the relationship between C and Sonny, Lorenzo rushed to the bar, bringing the entire amount to return it. Despite Rosina's objections, Lorenzo was resolute in his stance. He confronted Sonny, returned the money, and warned him to stay away from his son. Determined to protect Calogero from this dangerous path, Sonny asserted that the money was solely for C's benefit. After ordering C to leave the room, he turned to Lorenzo, expressing respect for his bravery, but also scolding him for his blunt attitude. Lorenzo was concerned about the allure of the wealth and power surrounding Sonny, fearing it would change his son. He urgently asked Sonny to sever all ties with C. This caused Sonny to lose his composure, leading to a stern warning from the powerful gangster. On the way home, C couldn't hide his frustration and demanded his money back. The argument between father and son quickly escalated, ending with a slap from Lorenzo, painful wake-up call for his lost son. C confronted Lorenzo, criticizing his moral views and defending the worldview that Sonny represented. However, Lorenzo firmly emphasized the nobility of honest work and the importance of integrity in life. He apologized for the slap, but explained that maturity would help C better understand these values. 7 years later, C, now grown up, is at the racetrack with Sonny and his crew. They place their bets on their favorite horse, Kryptonite, in a tense and highly anticipated race. When an unlucky bettor enters, cheering for the same horse, Sonny, trusting his instincts, decides to discard his ticket, predicting that the horse will lose. C, curious about the outcome, decides to stay and watch. In the end, the horse they bet on loses. After the incident, C and his friends formed a social group called Deuces Wild, which became a regular hangout spot where they frequently gathered. Tensions rose when a bus carrying black passengers passed by. While C tried to downplay the attention towards them, his friends started arguing about the audacity of the newcomers daring to invade their territory. Lorenzo, driving the bus, suddenly stopped and signaled for C to get on. He excitedly shared with his son about a boxing match he was considering participating in the next day. However, C's attention was completely captivated by a girl standing a little farther away, causing him to stop paying attention to his father's words. Later, C realized that a man named Louis owed him money. When he chased after Louis to collect, Sonny immediately intervened, demanding clarification of the situation. Sonny emphasized to C the serious consequences that could arise if he acted impulsively over something as trivial as a $20 debt. Sensing the wisdom in Sonny's warning, C couldn't help but admire him for his insight and foresight. Sonny, on the other hand, shared about his days in prison, implying that he had made many mistakes. He introduced C to the works of Machiavelli and emphasized the importance of remaining close to his roots. Sonny advised C to always be vigilant to protect personal and family interests. Then, a group of scruffy-looking motorbike gangs entered Sonny's pub, but immediately encountered resistance from his assistant. However, Sonny allowed the gang to stay and serve them. Trouble quickly arose when the group began harassing the bartender. Without hesitation, Sonny ordered them to be restrained, subtly signaling that they had put themselves in a dangerous position. Soon after, Sonny's crew stormed in, swiftly subdued the troublemakers, and taught them a fitting lesson. On another occasion, C and his group happened upon a gun dealer who was openly displaying his weapons. Witnessing the scene, Sonny angrily confronted C's group, particularly condemning the recklessness of the gun dealer. He sternly reprimanded everyone except C, emphasizing the danger of getting involved with such people. Turning to C, Sonny reminded him that true power does not come from weapons or corrupt connections. In a surprising turn of events, C unexpectedly ran into the girl he had secretly admired and was delighted to find out they attended the same school. Prioritizing the girl over his usual friends, C found an excuse to strike up a conversation with her. The conversation quickly unfolded, and he learned her name was Jane. They both made plans to go see a movie together. Later, while C was relaxing with his friends, they encountered a group of black people riding bikes. While his friends showed disdain, C remained calm and supported peace. His unusual behavior confused Slick, who couldn't help but wonder about the changes in his friend's mindset. Soon after, Slick suddenly attacked a young black man, inciting the rest of his group to join in the brawl. While it appeared on the surface that C was involved in the attack, he secretly advised one of the victims to lie down to avoid further harm. Witnessing the chaos, Sonny became angry and warned C to stay away from his loud friends, predicting a bleak future awaiting them. When C turned to Sonny for advice about dating a black girl, he was surprised by Sonny's open-minded attitude. Sonny encouraged him to prioritize his personal happiness and genuine feelings over societal prejudices. Showing his support, Sonny even offered C his car for the date. However, he didn't forget to introduce the door test as a way to evaluate Jane's character. Seeking more advice, C presented a hypothetical situation to Lorenzo about dating someone of a different race. While not having any prejudice against black people, Lorenzo still held the view that one should pair within their own ethnic group. C subtly challenged this viewpoint, hinting at his own feelings, but Lorenzo remained firm in defending his stance. During his date with Jane, she shared a recent altercation her brother had with an Italian gang, while subtly probing if C was involved in the incident. Tension escalated when Jane's brother, who happened to be at the scene, recognized C as one of the people involved in the attack. In a fit of anger, C let slip a racist remark, but immediately regretted it when he saw Jane turn away and walk off. When returning the car to Sonny, C gave a vague excuse for the early end to the date. Soon after, Lorenzo scolded C for borrowing Sonny's car and advised him to stay away from the bar. In response, C defended his actions, emphasizing that Sonny trusted him. However, Lorenzo remained skeptical, not hesitating to question Sonny's true reliability. So Lorenzo made a clear distinction between fear and respect, implying that Sonny was feared more than actually respected. C, feeling defensive, deliberately downplayed his father's profession. That night, their hangout spot was vandalized. As C's group prepared to retaliate, Sonny intervened and dispersed the crowd. Sonny's anger was evident as he confronted C, questioning him about the car and where he had left it, while also revealing dangerous items inside. C, in deep pain, expressed his respect and deep affection for Sonny, seeing him as a second father. When Lorenzo tried to investigate the matter, he was unexpectedly knocked down by a powerful punch. Retreating, he received a warning from Sonny, who told him to be cautious with what he said. At the same time, C faced his own gang, who were preparing Molotov cocktails to carry out their plan for revenge. Hesitant, C decided to join, but he struggled with the feeling of not wanting to leave without appearing weak. The car stopped at a traffic light, and Sonny, with an aggressive attitude, firmly insisted that C leave. When Slick tried to intervene, he was hit hard on the head, slamming into the car's dashboard. Before leaving, Sonny sternly warned the whole group to stay away from C. Back at the bar, an associate informed C about a recent guest, Jane. Rushing outside, he met her again, and she revealed that she understood his protective gesture toward her brother. Their relationship deepened, culminating in a passionate kiss. As C felt excited unlocking Jane's car door from the inside, a subtle and unsettling realization hit him, signaling the imminent danger approaching from Slick. Meanwhile, Slick's gang caused chaos in a predominantly black neighborhood, firing guns recklessly and throwing Molotov cocktails everywhere. One malfunctioning Molotov cocktail was thrown back, igniting their weapons stash and causing a deadly explosion. When C arrived at the scene, he was confronted with a horrific sight: the lifeless bodies of his friends scattered around, plunging him into a violent storm of emotions. When C returned to the bar, he accidentally walked into a lively party. As he moved through the crowd, he noticed a dangerous-looking individual approaching Sonny. His warning came too late, as Sonny was shot dead by the vengeful son of a man Sonny had killed in front of C. At Sonny's memorial, C felt out of place amidst the indifference of the attendees, finding some solace in his own solitary farewell. C's feeling of loneliness was interrupted when Carmine appeared, introducing himself as the new territory supervisor. He offered to help and mentioned the praise Sonny had given C. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss similar videos.